edition of your Wellness Sports Godskills Basketball 2026 Talent ID. This is the Platinum Championship game between the 1600 of the SGA versus the TITANS Basketball Camp. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of your Wellness Sports Godskills Basketball at my live streaming pa by Pilipinas Live App. Now let us meet our starting lineups, beginning with SGA. On guard number 4, Austin De Los Santos. On guard number 14, Sean Willis Mena. At 4, number 2, James Mesa. On 4, number 22, Mark Pernigan. Playing center, number 12, Gupta Onabata. Now let us meet the starting five from the Titans Elite Basketball Camp. On guard number 4, Edison Jordan. On guard number 23, Alison Jordan. At 4, number 24, Kyle Abbas. On 4, number 25, Zach Hanking. Playing center, number 77, Jacob Michael. Our games officials for this ball game, Lisa Villanueva, El Hilaro, and Daniel Rivera. This game is under the supervision of our technical head commissioner, Mr. Rico Tan.
And this is the championship round of 2026 Milcu Sports Godskills Basketball Talent ID 16 under between the undefeated Titans Elite Basketball Camp and SGA. For the first five, we have Edison Jordan, Allison, Kyle Abbas, Zach Kaintik, Jacob Maikong. On the other hand, we have Austin De Los Santos, Sean Feliz Mena, Mesa James, Mark Perdigan, and Good Luck Okebara. Tip-off is on the way in a few. Mainit-init na bakbakan. It's the first time that I'll be covering this tournament on the championship game. Kaya naman, kung gaano ka-energetic yung boss ko ngayon, sana kayo hindi kayo excited online. Bringing you live action here at the Green Hills West Clubhouse. We are live on the Facebook page of Milcu Sports Godskills Basketball, as well as their YouTube channel and the Tiebreaker Times Facebook page as well. At mapapanood rin po ninyo kami sa Pilipinas Live App. Getting the first touch here is the black shirts. Opening the scoring here is Kyle Abbas. Isa sa asahan ni Coach Vince Harder. He contributed 16 points, 5 blocks, a steal. He only had 1 turnover, 2 assists, and 10 rebounds from the previous outing where they defeated the East Print Impact Ballers na nanalo kanina with only 7 points. Take note, the black shirts are still undefeated in this tournament. Can they go all to the way to the championship round unblemished, or makukuha ba ng SGA ang kampyonato? Remember, for this white shirts, they lost the game against Doc Boleros, their only loss in the tournament, and since then they never looked back as well. That's why they are up here in the finals. On the other hand, itong mga naka-block ang ating Titans Elite Basketball Camp is what I call the giant slayers of this tournament. Sino lang ba yung tinalo nila? They defeated the Eagles. That is a dominant team here in the tournament from the Katipunan-based team, as well as the East Print Impact Ballers. Alam natin kung anong kayang ibigay ng kapunan ni Coach Louie San Benaventura. With the reverse is Mike Kong. Titans Elite up by 4 points. With a chance to add on, here comes Allison Jordan on the run, scoops it up almost. That shot went in, but he will get the trip to the line for 2. On the line is Jordan. Hitting the first. one of the twins in this team, together with Edison wearing jersey number 4. Misses on the first. Ball goes to the white shirts. You can see from the skins, Coach Vince Harder. Kasama niya on the bench is Coach Allen Gesmundo. SGA have yet to score, but just after that, a 3-pointer coming from Austin De Los Santos, gunning away a 3 to open up the scoring board for SGA. And Austin De Los Santos picking up his second personal foul. 18 seconds to shoot. Swing to the left. Kaintik fires away 3. No. The ball goes back to SGA. Good luck. Okay, Bata, the reigning UAAP MVP, will pick up a foul against number 24. That is Kyle Abbas. Picks up his first personal. And look at Coach Matthew Sia heading SGA for this game. But let's talk about Kyle Abbas, is what I've mentioned. He had 16 points, 5 blocks, a steal, 2 assists, and 10 rebounds from the previous outing. And ito namang si Good Luck Okay Bata that you're seeing on your screens right now is one of the leading scorers for SGA. They have dominated Team Wambol by 55 points on that matchup to be able to enter this championship game. Okay Bata garnering 21 points, 5 steals, 2 assists, and 10 rebounds. Pero ang isa sa strong side nitong si Okay Bata ay ang kanyang 3-point percentage. He had 3 triples out of the 4 total 3-point attempts that he had from the previous outing, getting a 75%. That is a very high percentage, given that he's a big man leading the way here for SGA. But his total overall field goal is at 7 out of 13, which is still good. 53.8% on the line is Sean Felizmena. Hits the second free throw. Chance of defense on the bench of SGA. They are up now 6-5. 6 minutes and 50 seconds into our opening quarter. The 3 won't go. Here comes De Los Santos. The lead pass going to Good Luck Okay Bata. Too strong at the time. Substitution for Coach Matthew Sia as Zion Aguilar checks in for the very first time in this game. And you know what? I had a chance to talk to Coach Matthew Sia a little while ago. Talagang grueling yung kanilang schedule, no? Especially this week. They participated in the Manila Live NBTC. Sabi nga niya kanina, hindi na kami nagpahinga. And that is a good confidence booster, at least for them, kasi they joined the 19 under league. And hopefully, they can carry over it into this game dahil this is a 16 under competition, meaning mas high level yung 19 under doon sa NBTC. But the thing is, factor can be fatigue here because they face teams like international teams like Los Angeles, different Phil-Am Nation select teams, as well as Canada and a couple of teams in Europe as well. But sabi ni Coach Matthew, isang magandang experience yun for them because another exposure and experience that they gained from playing at the Manila Live NBTC just this week. So malalaman natin, no? kung ano ang magiging kasagutan dito ng SGA. 5 seconds to go. The bailout shot from Edison Jordan won't go. And Zion Aguilar gives it to Perdigan. The feed inside to James Mesa. Look at the parents inside here, the relatives supporting both of the teams here inside the Green Hills West. A secured area here in San Juan. Firing a three is Edison Jordan. 1, 2, 3 para dito kay Edison Jordan. Just what we expected from this finals matchup. Toe-to-toe battle. 11-10 is our score. 1 point separating these two teams. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. 10 seconds to shoot for the black shirts. Puts it up. The ball was partially deflected by Mark Perdigane. Here comes SGA. Kick out to the left corner for 3. No, Okibata will keep the ball alive here. Gives the ball back to him. Fakes the drive. Feed again inside. Basket counts for James Mesa. 4 consecutive points for Mesa, replacing Zach Ponteperda in this game, with a chance to complete this 3-point play. Zeron Dizon checking in for the very first time, the son of Coach John Dizon, a player from University of the East. Solid wingman for SGA. And Coach Vince Harder calls for time as Titans Elite Basketball Camp is down by 4 points, 14-10. We'll be back after this timeout break. And we are back for the 2026 Milcu Sports Catskills Basketball Talent ID 16 and Under Championship match tonight. Once again, my name is MJ Evangelista, bringing you live action here at the Green Hills West Clubhouse in San Juan. The undefeated Titans Elite Basketball Camp up against the school-based team, SGA. And very quickly off the timeout was a turnover committed by the black shirts, and Okibata making them pay with that 2-pointer. Titans Elite is feeling the pressure right now. They are the underdog heading into this game. And Coach Vince Harder is looking to rely on Edison Jordan, Kyle Abbas, and Dwayne Abbas. Yan yung mga binanggit niya sa akin player kanina when I seated beside him. Tignan natin kung how these players will react. And a defensive foul has been called there. That's against number 14, Cruz, getting a personal. Ball goes back to the white shirts. They are up by 6 points, with a chance to add on to this advantage. Zeron Dizon asking for that basketball. That's a little bit late for that pass. Look at that block from Goodluck Okibata, but Cruz was there to clean up the mess. The follow through with a foul. And he will head to the line for the bonus. A seesaw battle so far between these two teams. Cruz misses on that throw. Score is 16-12 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The feed inside to D-Zone. They're really looking for Zeron. Just couldn't get that ball across to him. Turnover. And who gets that basketball? It's Dwayne Fuentes. Gives it to the left corner. That's a miss from Teves. Good luck, Okibana taking flight. Just misses on that shot. Here comes the counter attack of the black shirts. A solid defense from James Mesa. Not in my house. Action-packed first quarter. And Jacob Maikong will check back in for Coach Vince Harder. Triangle. Signals by Coach Vince on the bench. Let's see. Okay, Bata almost getting that letter. Stop and pop in the middle. What a miss. Mesa secures the board. Here comes the offense of the white shirts. Andre Ancheta kicks it out. All day from 3. All board for Mark Perdigan. And the ball slips away. Who will pick it up? Jacob Maikong gives it for 3. Bang, bang, bang for Dwayne Fuentes. He is a revelation so far for Titans Elite Basketball Camp, and they're down by a point here, 16-15. The reverse down low, so easy for James Mesa. 1 minute and 9 seconds at the opening. And that's going to be a traveling violation. Substitution for both of the teams here. That has been called against Yeye Teves. Lost his footing at the time. 1 minute exactly remaining for our first. Grabe yung bakpakan itong dalawang kupunan eh. Bawal. Kumurap. A missed 3 by Andre Ancheta. Ball goes back to the black shirts. 40 seconds. The feed inside. Alley-oop is good. And Miguel Del Monte skying high for the 2-pointer. 3 ball on the way. Shot won't go for Zion Aguilar, and there's going to be a foul down low. Coach Jun Dizon on the sideline, watching very intensely on this SGA squad. Penalty situation. Both of the teams here are over the limit. Look at his son, Zeron Dizon, on the line. He contributed 12 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists from their previous outing against Team Wambol Gimba. 4 out of 5 for his free throws, 80%. And 50% for his overall field goal percentage. Zeron Dizon! Lalim naman ng dukot na yon. And he will then get a trip to the line for 2. A frequent visitor is Zeron Dizon. On the line is Zeron Dizon. Missed the first. For 2 at that trip.
6.1 seconds remaining.
.1 seconds remaining. Could be the final shot of the quarter for the black shirts. Puts it up. Shot won't go, and that's gonna be the end of the first quarter. A tight one, as expected, for your championship match. 18-17 is our score. SGA is up by a slim 1-point lead. We'll be back for your second quarter of action. Look at the 2026 Mini Ballers League, second season from April to May 2026. One slot left for 8 under and a slot left as well for 11 under. Message na 0917-8943-943, and this time I got it. Thank you so much, team, for flashing it for a longer time. Message na po. Kung hindi nyo man makita or narinig yung Viber number, send us a message. And we are live as well on our YouTube channel, Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Tournament, and on our Facebook, Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Tournament page. Tiebreaker times at sa Pilipinas live app. This is powered by Smart 5G. Heading into our second quarter. Teves on top of the key jumper, a little bit strong for the Titans Elite. And let's talk about Titans Elite here. Kanina napag-usapan natin yung SGA galing Manila Live, NBTC. Ito namang tropa ni Coach Vince Harder, Titans Elite Basketball Camp. Sabi ko kay Coach Vince, how do you prepare for this championship game and try to strike a balance between developing your players and competing at this level, at the championship level? Because we've heard it from most of the teams. They are here at the Milcu Sports Talent ID 16 under to enjoy and to develop the players, whether it's individually or a team, a club-based or a school-based. Pero sabi niya, regular practices lang, sabi niya. Importante kay Coach Vince Harder kung gaano niya kakilala yung bata. Yung makita niya yung personality, ano yung character, and how we can maximize. And that's how they do the game planning from there. Sabi niya, nagsimula sa akin itong mga bata na to December 2024 from different schools and different leagues as well. They formed this team, and from then on, they started to join regular tournaments. At ang sabi niya pa, ang baon lang nila in today's game ay sipag. It's very important for Coach Vince Harder to have that personality and attitude. Doesn't matter kung magaling ka, and this came from him directly, pero tamad naman. No? As a coach, he's looking into two things, the personality and the character. And sabi niya, saan ba kami dinala nung sipag namin? We've beaten teams like the Eagles. We just defeated the Eastprint Impact Ballers. Just imagine, sabi niya, we are down from first to third quarter. Pero sabi ko sa mga bata, kailangan lang naming sipagan. And look what happened. They were able to turn things around, and they are here in the championship game up against SGA, and that's something na titignan ni Coach Vince Harder ngayon, and he will heavily rely on yung sipag ng kanyang mga bata up against the battle-tested SGA squad ni Coach Matthew Sia. So what an interesting ball game. Total opposite, no? Contrary itong magkalaban na ito. But the thing is, dahil sa sipag ng Titans Elite Basketball Camp, they are still undefeated. And don't look now, they are up by a point here, 20-19. Getting back to the game, 4-3. Mark Perdigan will miss. And there's going to be a foul called against number 97. Jason Mercado will pick up his first team foul for SGA. From your skins, kita naman si Coach Matthew Seridal for SGA. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Ball swings to the right. 8 seconds to shoot. Ano ang gagawin? Good block from Mark Perdigan, who misses on the other end. Na solid block on the other end. Elevating is Zayden Rojas. And Yeye Teves will pick up his second personal foul. That's gonna be big for Yeye Teves. Two shots on the way for Zayden Rojas. Too strong on the first. Hits the rim. Sabi ng bench ng SGA, isa pa. You're gonna applaud the effort of the teammates of SGA. As a player myself, talagang malaking tulong yan seeing your bench providing extra motivation on the sideline. Especially in this kinds of environment on a championship game. Kailangang ibigay natin ang lahat. Kung wala ka sa floor, you're not getting the minutes, then you should be able to contribute on the bench as well. And paano yon? Cheering your teammates on. Substitution for Coach Matthew Mesa, who is steady from the first quarter, checks back in, misses up the jumper, but there's going to be a foul called against number 29. And Yeye Teves is on a foul trouble. Well, he will sit down on the bench as he gets his third personal. Good luck, Okibara, bullying his way inside. Chance of defense for SGA. Good luck giving the lead back to their team. Just couldn't secure that basketball. Good effort diving for that ball is Good Luck Okibara. 14 seconds to shoot for the black shirts. Falls into the hands of Edison Jordan. And there's going to be a holding foul called against Zayden Rojas. First personal for Jayden. Second team foul naman for SGA. Edison facilitating, getting another foul. And that time I think it's gonna be on Good Luck Okibata. Second for Good Luck Okibata. Third team foul for the white shirts. We are at the 6th minute mark of the second quarter. Edison kicks it out, swings it to Fuentes. Fuentes asking for a screen. 3 seconds to shoot, fires away. Rattles out. Here comes SGA on the run, headed by De Los Santos. Mark Perdigan, the running floater. No. Titans Elite Basketball Camp. Here they go. Fuentes looking to pass, but Edison Jordan decides to pull up a three. No. And the ball goes back to SGA. Both of the teams struggling so far here. More than 2 minutes. Both of the teams are scoreless. Score stays at 21-20. Let's see who will break this scoring drought of these two teams. Another turnover for Titans Elite Basketball Camp. They need to take good care of the basketball, especially up against SGA squad. They can punish you from points off turnovers. The three is a miss from Austin De Los Santos. Nothing is happening right now here. And finally, basket counts for Dwayne Fuentes. Gives the lead back to his squad and one. And Mark Perdigan and checking back in for Jayden Rojas. Konting balasa para dito sa tropa ni Coach Matthew Sia. For Titans Elite, Miguel Del Monte will substitute the shooter right after. Dwayne Fuentes completes the three-point play there. He is one of the key personnel na inaasahan dito ni Coach Vince Harder for this championship game. And look how he answered so far. On the inside, there's a miss. But look who's there. Good luck, Okibata, passing it to the wrong man. 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. Edison Jordan to Miguel Del Monte. The drive to the baseline. Will pass it on to Good Luck Okibata. Here comes Okibata. Will turn the ball over. He cannot believe it. Look at his face. He thought that the ball will stay on their side. Unfortunately, the referee says last touch goes to SGA. 23-21 is the score. Kick out. Edison Jordan can hit it from there. 5 seconds to shoot. Another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers from both of the teams. On the run is Austin De Los Santos. Attacking the basket for the two. He will miss, but he will get a foul. A bigger one against Edison Jordan. Jacob Maikong will sit on the bench. De Los Santos will miss the first free throw. Oh for 2. Another chance for SGA. A nice fake coming from Good Luck Okibata. Speaking about experience, playing at a high level. Very decisive. Good Luck Okibata, the decision making. Shows a lot in terms of experience. So patient inside. He knows he had two black shirts in front of him. Decides to fake. Picks up a foul, but unfortunately misses on the first throw. Good Luck Okibata, 1 out of 2. Coach Matthew Sia wants a man-to-man defense. Look at the immediate shift on the defense for SGA. And they've been awarded by a turnover. Titans Elite Basketball Camp will call for time here. Official score is 23-22. Black Shirts still up by a point. We'll be back for more. And we're back after a quick timeout break. On the screen is Vince Harder, the coach of Titans Elite Basketball Camp. Wants to talk things out after that turnover. Let's see what will be their adjustments getting back on the floor. Ball goes back to SGA. Austin De Los Santos with the basketball. They're trying to look for good luck Okibara down low, but Austin De Los Santos knocks down a triple from Steph Curry country. The pressure defense is on for SGA. How will the black shirts react here? They were able to get the ball across to their court. 25-23 in favor of SGA. Miguel Del Monte will miss. And the referee says the ball stays for Titans Elite. Del Monte the inbound, the pass on the middle, knockout play from Del Monte to Cruz. What a connection. We are tied at 25 apiece. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on our second quarter. Another three-pointer, almost a back-to-back for SGA. Kumalog lang palabas yung bola para dito kay Mark Perdigan. Look at how tight this game is. Sabi nga nila, makapigil hininga ang laban. Wala rito sa dalawang koponan. Balik ang bola sa mga nakaputi. De Los Santos hit that one earlier from 3. No. Look at the level of difficulty for that shot. Too hard. There's an opening inside. Second chance points for Cruz. Back-to-back basket for Cruz. They're up by 27-25. 2-point advantage for the black shirts. And SGA will call for time. And we're back after this timeout break. SGA looking to answer. Coming off the timeout. Ano kaya nilatag rito ni Coach Matthew Sia para sa kanyang koponan. A minute and 45 seconds remaining on the second. Tignan natin mamaya kung ilang lead changes ang meron tayo so far during the first half. I think the biggest lead so far has been around 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see on the stats later on. A missed 3 from Zion Aguilar. That was a nice setup play from Coach Matthew Sia. Just couldn't get that one to go. Here comes the Giants players. Kaintik. Down low. And a block by James Mesa. And a lot of fans at the bench of SGA asking for a foul. There's a lot of contact on that play. And for SGA, if this is the first time that you've watched their team, I'll give you an overview, no worries. Coach Allen Esmundo having that tiger look against the referee. They've been complaining about the recent contact, but there's no call from the referees. Just going back, no? Kung unang beses po ninyong mapapanood itong SGA squad, they like to run. And that is what we've been seeing so far. They had 48 fast break points from the previous game against Team Wambol Gimba. And look at that! Allison Jordan detonating a bomb from downtown. They are up by 5 points here, 30-25. Almost a turnover. Kanina pa nila hinahanap ito si Zeron Dizon. Pero nahihirapan silang ipasa yung bola sa ilalim. He was well defended inside the paint. Credits to the interior defense of Titans Elite. 34 seconds. Pero ito, bukas na bukas sa 3. Di nga lang makuha yun sa pagkakataon na yun. Clinching getting that pass. Kicks it out. Here's Del Monte. Wala yun, mula sa 3. Last 10 seconds. Austin De Los Santos. Won't go, and a touchdown for Cruz. And SGA will call for time with 2.2 seconds remaining. Score is 32-25. A 7-point advantage. Titans Elite slowly pulling away here. And we'll be back after this quick timeout break. So quick na nandito na ako muli. Just a few seconds right after. And the screens are the Titans Elite maximizing every second of the timeout. Mapping out a defensive scheme. SGA wants to use the full court. Here. They will lose it. And that's the end of the first half. After 20 minutes of action, the Giants they are on top. Titans Elite Basketball Camp is up by 32-25. Titignan natin kung ano magiging adjustment nito ng SGA for our second half of action. We'll be right back, folks. Start of the third quarter. This is your 2026 Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under championship game between Titans Elite Basketball Camp, who has yet to have a loss here against the SGA Locked and Loaded squad. Let's take a quick review of the stats here. You know what, folks? Things are very much similar here for both of the squads. For the field goals, SGA had 8 out of 34 for the field goals, having 23.5 percentage. But the thing is, yung conversion ng Titans Elite sa kabilang banda, they had 13 out of 36. They had a better shot percentage or field goal percentage, 36.1%. At I wanted to highlight ang isa sa pinakamalaking bagay at ang isa sa dahilan ngayon kung bakit nasa taas ang Titans Elite ay yung kanilang bench points. Look at that, 19 bench points against only 4 of SGA. Dito papasok ngayon yung sinasabi ni Coach Vince Harder kung gaano kasipag yung kanyang players. Dahil kahit sinong ipasok niya, nagko-contribute. So far, there are only how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 players out of the total number of the players for Coach Vince Harder have yet to score. Pero sa side ng SGA, iilan pa lamang yung nakascore dito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 players for Coach Matthew Sia. And just going back, no, dito sa ating game for Coach Matthew Sia, their focal point is defense, and that is to stop the key players of the Black Shirts, the Jordan Twins, according to Coach Matthew Sia. Yun yung kailangan nilang pigilan ngayon. But so far, paano nila pipigilan yung Titans Elite at yung Jordan Twins kung most of the player or majority of the players of Coach Vince Harder are contributing? Paano ngayon mag-a-adjust yung depensa rito ni Coach Matthew Sia? Para sa kanyang kupunan, he is looking into Good Luck Okibata, si James Mesa, si Mark Perdigon, and Feliz Mena, 4 of the graduating players here for SGA, to come and step up here at the most important game of this tournament. And there's gonna be a foul called against the white shirts. Another chance here for Titans Elite. Para naman dito sa kupunan ni Coach Vince Harder, sabi niya, for every position, we are underdog. Though, he highlighted, we have not lost this tournament. Yung height difference ng UE and yung comparison between a school-based team up against their team, which is a club-based, there's a lot of difference. But the thing is, babalik siya sa sinabi niya kanina, yung regular practices as what they have. Sabi niya, we will do what we can. Yung best, ibibigay namin. And he is a believer. Ito talaga yung exact words that he mentioned verbatim. Daig ng masipag ang magaling. At mas malapit niya ang panalo sa masipag. So far, yun yung nakikita natin. that the Titans Elite is providing for his squad. Malaking effort niya yung kanilang ibibigay sa ganitong developmental team like Titans Elite. And what he's looking into as well are the intangibles, tying it back to attitude and character that we cannot see on paper. And in games like this, they should be more consistent on their discipline. Discipline to execute the play. Discipline to get back on defense immediately. And defense to stay composed on this high pressure game like this championship game. 6 minutes and 16 seconds. I'm getting a lot of talking right here, but I hope I'm making sense. Let's get back into the game. And the feed inside. Teves down low. "14 seconds to shoot." Huli on ni James Mesa. But look at the relentless effort there by Titans Elite Basketball Camp. They don't want to give up. But there's going to be a foul called against the Titans Elite. And the ball goes back to SGA with a chance to cut this lead down to 2 or even 1 with a 3-pointer. Coach Matthew, see you on the screens. Just standing in front of the bench. A hands-on coach for SGA. 3-pointer on the way, and that is good for Jaden Rojas. Baba sa isang hinahabol rito ng SGA, and a turnover forced by Goodluck Okibada for the lead. Bakbakan sa ilalim. No good. Isa pa para kay JR Maliabo. And finally, getting this lead back to SGA. Here comes Goodluck Okibata, elevating, getting a fight mid-air against Cruz. That is his 3rd personal. Ace, getting aced by Goodluck Okibata from University of the East. I don't know. Not a lot of time to throw it. First shot is good for Goodluck. Just trying to relax here. 2 for 2. Look at the fans inside the Green Hills West clubhouse, enjoying what they are seeing so far. Goodluck Okibata. This time, he will feed it inside. After getting that steal, immediately passing it on to Austin De Los Santos. And SGA up by 5 points now, 37-32, because of their defense. Suffocating defense from the white shirts. Ball gets that across to Titans Elite. Kicks it back out for 3. Yes, sir! For Miguel Del Monte. Pamatay sunog para dito kay Del Monte. Paba sa dalawang hinahabol ng mga nakaitim. Back-to-back 3-pointers. Nope. But look who's there. The inside operator. Goodluck Okebara. Forcing another turnover. Solid defense for Coach Matthew Sia's squad right now. And if they wanted to take charge, based on what I'm seeing on this game right now, they need to stick on that defense. The moment that SGA deployed that defense, it does wonders for them. And good luck, Okibata. Wouldn't get that one to go. But there's gonna be 9 seconds more for this opportunity. Zayden Rojas, the fake. One dribble pull up. That's good. It's the bottom of the net. So smooth from Zayden Rojas. Sweet shooting stroke. But inside the hoop and the harm for Riamaldo. Panira na yon, pero binigay pa kay Maldo. Look at how unselfish the Titans elite players are. There was an opening inside the paint. The defense of SGA was caught napping. For a blink of an eye there, and Coach Vince Harder and the referee, an exchange of loving words here, and the fans. Nasa isang row lang sila eh. And ang naghahati lang sa kanila ay yung bench natin at yung wide screen inside the court. Ayan, makikita nyo naman sa ating wide shot. Nagpapalitan sila ng mga matatamis na salita. And another three-pointer. Speaking of patamis, a sweet shooting stroke. This time from Zion Aguilar. Unti-unti na umaalagwa rito ang SGA. But Kaintik will answer courtesy of that baseline jumper. 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go. SGA is up by 5 points here, 44-39. Ganito katindi yung bakbakan dito sa loob. Pati mga fans nagbabakbakan ng mga matatamis na salita. Huli yan! Pero may foul na itatawag kay Zion Aguilar. That is his second personal foul. And Miguel Del Monte will sit back in the bench. Edison Jordan on the line now. Nice shoes. Ja Morant, if I'm not mistaken. Bukod sa skills ng players, talagang maganda yung labanan ng mga sapatos. That's one thing that we appreciate as fans. For every game naman yun, talagang nangingibabaw. Lalo na kapag unique yung color and they're using yung famous shoes like Kobe's sneakers. The pass inside. J.R. Maliabo will miss. Ito na ang tropa ni Coach Vince Harder. They're down by 3 points. Look at the swing pass. Wide open. And the shooter's bounce is good for Allison Jordan. Lista mo na yan sa dress kay Allison with a sweet smile of his. We are back at square one under 2 minutes. 44 all, folks. 3-pointer won't go for Aguilar. Zayden Rojas wants it. Hesitated. But there's going to be a foul on Edison Jordan, picking up his third personal. Ibang klase itong bakbakang ito. Hindi ka pwedeng malingat. Ganun kabibilis yung mga pangyayari dito sa loob ng Green Hills West Clubhouse. Ball got stolen away. Here comes Fuentes. Running like a train. Showing us his hops. And Aguilar getting his third personal. Dwayne Fuentes with 9 points during the first half, getting 3 rebounds, an assist, a steal for Titans Elite. Split charities for him. A minute and 15 seconds remaining. So far, nananaigan sipag rito ng Titans Elite. Ball got stolen away there. Zach, I think, just couldn't secure that under a minute. Ganda saan ng swipe to ni Miguel Del Monte. Di lang niya makuha yung bola. And Allison Jordan on your screens right now. Just right before that three-pointer. Had 4 points, a rebound, and 2 assists across his name. Aguilar, kanina pa pumupukol to. Can he finally drill that one? No. Overshoots that attempt. 35 seconds to go on our third pivotal quarter for both of the teams. The pass inside is good for Liam Maldo. Magic bunot ni Coach Vince Harder. He has not mentioned this big guy, Liam Maldo. But he's stepping up big time. And the most important game of their lives so far this tournament. Can the Titans Elite squad remain undefeated here and bring home the championship? We heard the buzzer. After 3, our score is 47-44. Balik sa Titans Elite Basketball Camp ang Kalamangan. They are up by 3. At meron na lang tayong huling 10 minuto para malaman kung sino ang mag-uuwi ng kampyonato for your 2026 Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under, now on its second year. We'll be back for the last 10 minutes. Huling yugto mga kaibigan para sa ating 2026 Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under the finals. Once again, my name is MJ Evangelista. Bumabati sa inyo na isang magandang gabi mula rito sa Green Hills West Clubhouse. This is powered by Smart 5G and you can watch us live as well on the Facebook page, Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Tournament and Tiebreaker Times, as well as a YouTube channel. At mapapanood nyo rin kami sa Pilipinas Live app. ano ang kahahantungan nitong huling 10 minuto mga kaibigan. In the first 2 quarters, we had 9 lead changes. At isa na naman 3 ang pinakawalan rito ni Miguel Del Monte para umpisahan ang ating ika-4 at huling yugto ng bakbakang ito. Mananatili bang walang talo itong Titans Elite Basketball Camp? O itong tropa ni Coach Matthew Sia ang magbibigay sa kanila ng kauna-unahang pagkatalo para iuwi ang tropeyo sa ating championship game. Good luck, Okebata. Hits the first. Meron na tong 6 na puntos kanina with 5 rebounds and assists, 2 steals, 2 block shots. Nga lang, meron siyang 3 turnovers. And going back to this SGA squad, no? Sabi ni Coach Matthew Sia, kasi tinanong ko siya how do you, or what are the things that you tell your guys on the floor right now, especially playing at this level? Look at the fans inside first. Inside. Sabi niya, pressure is a privilege. Hindi natin pwedeng layuan ang pressure. Yun yung sinabi niya sa kanyang boys. Kasi kailangan mo sa career mo yun. Sabi niya, we're playing in the finals with so much pressure. Sabi niya, I can't wait kung anong gagawin ng boys this game, if they will play well or if they will crumble. And so far, they've been playing well, although they are down by 4 points. But they need to step up. Kailangan namang makakatulong rito ni Mesa, ni Okebata. As well as Austin De Los Santos, who is the captain of the team. Malayo pa naman ito, no? We still have a lot of time, folks. 8 minutes and 17 seconds. Okebata on the post. The kick out. 4-3. Bang, bang, bang for Zion Aguilar. Down to a point deficit for Titans Elite. Turnover for the black shirts. Good luck, Okebata. Look at the screens. Drilling down a 3-pointer and having a little celebration after that shot. More importantly, lamang na rito ang SGA ng dalawa. 52-50. And the entire bench, including Vince Harder, the coach of the black squad, is trying to ask for a traveling violation. Pero walang pinito doon ang referee. The momentum shifted now, at least for the early minutes of this last quarter, on the side of the white shirts. How will Titans Elite Basketball Camp answer here? Step back 3. A little bit strong, hits the rim. A good tap, but there's gonna be a foul called on that play. Kyle Abbas getting his personal foul there. Three-pointer. Shot won't go for Mark Perdigan. He has yet to hit a 3. Substitution for both of the teams here. As you see on our screen is Edison Jordan, the captain of Titans Elite. Here's Coach Vince Harder. Sabi niya, hawakan maigi yung bola. And like what I mentioned earlier, I remember mentioning it during the first quarter, they need to get better in terms of taking good care of that basketball. Okay, Batay inside. Punishing the paint. They are up by 4 points now, 54-50 in favor of SGA with 6 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. We're back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Milcu Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under the finals. Up tempo, high intensity, physical plays, raining threes, banging bodies inside. What can you ask more from this game? The pass inside to Okibata, nag-iinit na yan. Ngayong fourth quarter, all the way up is Mark Perdigan. Missed a couple of shots from beyond the arc, but this time he decides to drive it. Open on the other end is Kyle Abbas. Good feed inside. And for SGA, they need to have a better interior defense. Ilang beses na yan na may naiwan na player from the Titans Elite wide open on the paint. Kick it out, but there's going to be a foul called against Zion Aguilar. I think that is fourth. And I am right, Zion Aguilar. Who drilled down a couple of threes this game as well. Got his fourth personal. Isa na lang. Makukuha niya na ikalima. Makuupo na siya sa bench. Fuentes with 4 seconds to shoot. Forces it one up. The circus shot is good. Binali pa yun sa ere. 56-54 is the score. Exactly 5 minutes remaining. Perdigan floats it up off the glass. Won't go. On the trail is Yeye Teves. Will get a foul. Getting fearless on the cup. And he will be rewarded with 2 free throws. Third team foul for SGA. We're gonna take a look at the team fouls here. This could be a denominator later on the game today. 3 for SGA, 2 for Titans Elite. And like what I've covered and what I've seen from different levels of basketball, when it's crunch time, it all boils down to the free throws. As Teves knocks it down 56-55. 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Another 3-pointer. No good for De Los Santos. But The ball will go back to the black shirts. Man-to-man defense being deployed here for SGA. Steps back for three, a little bit short, but that was a good look for Edison Jordan. And Zayden Rojas will retaliate. Elevating for that two-pointer. Gives the lead back to SGA, up by three. Kick out pass was anticipated by Rojas from the offensive end to the defensive end for Jaden. De Los Santos, the drive. He will lose the leather. 3 versus 1 situation. Sumabay ka pa. Sabi ni Dwayne Fuentes, huwag ka lang malikot. Nagkita sila sa ere doon. And this will call for a timeout here. 58-57 is our score in favor of SGA. We'll be back for more action. And we are back, folks. The finals of your 2026 Milcu Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 and under. Right from the get-go up to this point that we only have 3 minutes and 37 seconds. It's been a seesaw battle between these two teams competing for the Platinum Championship of the Talent ID, now on its second year. Sino mananaig? Yung ating school-based team ba? Or yung ating club-based team? And coming off the timeout, it's going to be a turnover and the ball goes back to the black shirts. Chance of defense on the side of SGA. And look who's there. Edison Jordan looking so sneaky on the baseline. Gives the lead back to Titans Elite. Fans naman ang Titans Elite ang sisigaw rito ng depensa. 5 seconds to shoot. Last touch, kitang-kita right from our screen is Teves. Shot clock winding down for SGA with only 3 seconds on their shot clock. A good anticipation. Edison Jordan, touchdown for the Deuce. They are up by 3 points. 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. We are nearing the twilight zone and a double dribble violation. Look at the fans inside screaming. Enjoying every bit of second inside the Green Hills West. Definitely a good time to spend this time with their families. Edison Jordan uses that screen from Ace Cruz. Edison Jordan with a 3-point banger. 64-58 is the score. And Coach Matthew Sia deep in the well right now, under 2 minutes. And we will be right back, folks. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for your 2026 Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under the finals. We are under 2 minutes of action. SGA coming off a timeout. How they will execute here. Almost a 24-second shot clock violation, but there's gonna be a foul against the defender of Austin De Los Santos. Remember, at the 2-minute mark of this game, Edison Jordan, the sidestep to the basket for the lead. There's a 1-point lead for the Titans, and firing away a 3-pointer. Kaya naman napatawag na ng timeout doon si Coach Matthew Sia kanina. The relatives, families, friends that we have here inside on our screens. And mind you, folks, no one has led double digits in this game. The biggest lead that we have is at 7 points. And that says a lot about how close this game is right from the get-go. 1 minute and 35 seconds. Allison Jordan and the rest of the Titans Elite Basketball Camp will have a huddle here as Coach Vince Harder calls for time. You heard the multiple buzzers here inside the court, but Titans Elite Basketball Camp wants to extend not only their timeout, but more importantly, their lead right now. Edison Jordan with the basketball. Drives it to the cup! Magbibintes yun. But he will get a trip to the line. Edison Jordan, the leading scorer of Titans Elite from their last game, at ay isa sa binanggit ni Coach Vince Harder na kanyang aasahan, and he is so much reliable right now, Mr. Fourth Quarter for Titans Elite. If you can remember, from first quarter to fourth quarter, at the fourth or third minute mark of this game, this is just a seesaw battle. Score from the white shirts, score from the black shirts. Palitan lang sila ng isang puntos na kalamangan, but it was Edison Jordan who knocked down a triple para ilayo yung kanyang koponan. And the rest of the Titans Elite, they're up now by 65 to 65 points, under a minute remaining. And SGA is over the limit right now. Look at Coach Matthew Sia talking to his boys, so calm. Just still sticking to the system as Kyle Abbas missed on that first. Kyle Abbas sa kabilang banda will convert that second free throw. This is the biggest lead that they have so far this quarter. What a time to come! And a miscommunication from Mark Perdigan. Ito na nga ba yung sinasabi kanina ni Coach Matthew Sia, which I shared with you, that pressure is a privilege. And he is excited to know how his boys will react if they gonna crumble or if they will stand on their will. So far, that is the former. SGA scrambling on the last couple of possessions. The thing is, they've given away some open looks on the inside and even on the outside. In the crunch time for Titans Elite, and the black shirts took advantage of it. Last 25 seconds of this game. A stop here. Yun na nga yung sinasabi ko. And good luck, okay bata. A duty foul. Di ko lang sure kung naririnig nyo, pero sumisigaw na ng uwian na ang Titans Elite Basketball Camp. Titans Elite Basketball Camp entering this championship match undefeated. And Okibata will sit down on the bench. Edison Jordan. Look at the fans up on their feet. I did ask Coach Vince Harder earlier, right before the game, sino yung sa tingin niya mag-step up dito. At tatlong pangalan yung binanggit ko kanina during the first half. That's Edison Jordan, Kyle Abbas, and Dwayne Fuentes. The leading scorer for Titans Elite doing it. A rally of his own, 7-point rally. And more importantly, the Titans Elite Basketball Camp will be undefeated all throughout this tournament, and they will take home the championship. They will be named here as the 16 under Platinum Champions for your 2026 Milcu Sports Go Skills Basketball Talent ID. On its second year, the club-based teams, Titans Elite Basketball Camp, will emerge victorious here. 67 to 60. Nanaig ang sipag ng tropa ni Coach Vince Harder. Yun anya yung sinabi niya kanina, ang babaunin nila rito. And they continue to be the giant slayers of your Milcu Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID. They've defeated teams like the Eagles, the Eastprint Impact Ballers. But let's show some appreciation first for your SGA squad. They are your platinum finalists, Coach Matthew Sia, June Dizon, and Matthew Seridal, and their star squad of SGA. They had a grueling schedule participating for your Manila Live NBTC, as well as the Milcu Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID. And Vince Harder, the coach of Titans Elite Basketball Camp. This was formed last December of 2024. Look at the nice trophy for the Platinum Champions. And also on the screen is Coach Alan Gismundo. Number one, definitely, with the smiles on the faces. And Coach Vince Harder inviting all of the parents and relatives inside here at the center court to celebrate this momentous feat. Who would have thought that the Titans Elite Basketball Camp will come home, back to their homes, of course, with a trophy. And the parents, their relatives, what a Saturday night that we have here at the Green Hills West Clubhouse. And what a way as well to conclude the 2026 Milcu Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under, headed by Coach Allen Ricardo. Thank you so much for these kinds of tournament. And of course, Direk Aldrin Alejo and the entire media productions of D&D Media for this one-of-a-kind coverage. A veteran on this field, and right now they are holding their hands, having their prayers. I'm pretty sure they're thanking the Lord right now for this victory, and it's very nice to see the players are safe. No one got injured, although the game was very physical. A lot of learning for this Titans Elite Basketball squad. And if they will join again on our future series and tournaments, they've made a name for themselves, and they are now a team to beat. Remember the club-based team name, Titans Elite Basketball. Coach Allen Gismundo just listening intently on the prayer. Edison Jordan, he could be vying for not only the best player of the game, not sure if there's going to be a finals MVP, but from the looks of it, at least for me, he should bring home. But look at the screens right now. Dwayne Fuentes is your best player of the game with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, flirting with a triple-double and a steal. Well-deserved win. Congratulations, Dwayne Fuentes. Once again, folks, thanks so much for joining us for that 5-week tournament. These conclude your 2026 Milcu Sports God Skills Basketball Talent ID. Just for the 16 under, we'll have a lot of different series and tournaments, and we'll be back for more. Good night, folks. Have a safe night. Take care.